Hello everybody and welcome back to Tea Time Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to do some surface crochet. This is the hat that we did last week. It's the 3 to 6 month old basic hat. So I thought this week I would just show you how to maybe add a little decoration and texture to it with some surface crochet. So you can pretty much do surface crochet on anything. Any type of crochet that you want to. There's two different ways to do it. You can go into, like where I did all of mine across the rows where each row kind of meets. So the bottom of one and the top of the other. Or you can go actually around the post of your double crochet or whatever you're using. Like I said, today I just kind of went around the join of the two rows, and I just chose a random color out of my stash. It's just some scrap blue that I have. It was the only thing I could find that would go with this green. So the other things that you're going to need is you're going to need your crochet hook. Once again, I'm using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. It really doesn't too much matter on this. You want to have a hook that's close to the size of your yarn. So you're also going to need your yarn needle as usual and your scissors. So to start off with, I'm doing every second row, so my next one will be in the join of this row right here. So to start off with, you're going to need to put a slip knot in your yarn. So just like that. And for me, I'm going to be going in. You can kind of see the tops of these stitches right here where you worked your the post of your double crochet above it. We're actually looking at it from upside down. So I'm going to go in here and come out the other side, and I'm going to pull my yarn through. I'm just going to tighten that a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into that same spot that we just came out of and go through to the next hole. I'm going to yarn over and pull through that, and then I'm just going to do a slip stitch. And you want it to be a very loose slip stitch. You do not want these stitches to be tight, otherwise it will make your garment kind of shrink and then it'll pucker in places. You want it to be a very even, very loose slip stitch. So we're just going to move on to the next section and do the same exact thing, and we're just going to keep doing that all the way around. So with surface crochet, you can pretty much do anything that you want. You don't have to do stripes. You can do designs. You can do letters. You can even make like little shapes. It's just, another way to add some texture to your hat and some design. So you want to make sure that you're keeping straight. If you're doing rows like I am, you want to make sure you're keeping straight in the same section that you've been doing. You don't want to get off kilter and start going around the post, because then that will change the direction of your striping. But if you're doing kind of freeform, then it really doesn't matter. You can go whichever way your design says you're supposed to go. So you're just going to keep doing this all the way around. Sorry about the dogs barking. Our neighbor dogs down the street, or our neighbor's dogs down the street, have been barking all morning for some reason, and they're upsetting my dog, so it's kind of what that's all about. And they're still working on that house down the street too, and they've had tons of trucks coming in and out, and that's really annoying Trigger, which is our German Shepherd. They were like bringing in a bunch of gravel yesterday and a bunch of dump trucks, and he just did not like that at all. So we're almost done. Okay, so now we're to this last little section here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through this section and come up through our beginning section. And that's going to fill that gap. So just like that, and then we're going to go one more time through that section just to complete this area so it looks continuous. I mean, it's not a perfect way of doing it, but it's continuous. It doesn't look like there's a break there. As long as you are able to hide your tails the right way, you shouldn't really be able to notice this. Now you can tie off, and you're going to leave yourself a string. So just tie off as you normally would, and you're going to come up through the bottom and pull both of these strings through the inside. So just like that. So see, once you get the strings through, you really don't see the join very much. So the only other thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to have all of these tails to hide. So I'm only going to go over one with you because it's pretty, easy. So the one that you started with, you can kind of tug on it and figure out which side it's coming from. Needs to go the opposite way that it came. So this is the one that we just ended with. And you're just going to hide it along that stream of blue that's there. Just like this. Once you've gone a little ways, you want to turn around and go back the other way. And then you can tie it off. You can just cut it off. So for the other side, you want to go the opposite way that it's coming. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I find that it makes the join look a lot neater when you do it this way. And you want to only go underneath the blue. You don't want to go through to the green on the other side, otherwise it'll show. So just like that, and then you can just cut it off. I'll come back and do the rest later, but like I said, it adds a little bit of texture to your hat. It adds a little bit of design, and you can pretty much do, you know, whatever you would like to do with it. So I thought I would share that with you today. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.